Hello everybody, welcome back to what the fuck am I sitting on? But hi, welcome back to Anxious Brain Syndrome. I'm looking at the mess in my room. Holy shit. But yeah. Today we're gonna be talking about something that makes me happy because I've been struggling with anxiety my whole life pretty much, but the past few days have been insanity. Like, for example, of how bad my anxiety has been. I was supposed to have a test today, right now, and my teacher, not my teacher, the department person, emailed my class and was like, hey, your teacher had there was an emergency, there's no test. And instead of being like, oh my god, yay, my first thought was, what if I'm on the wrong class? Oh my god, because I had this department head last year for bio. And I'm like, oh my god, am I still on her class? Like, did I get the wrong email? And turns out I'm just fucking panicking. It was on the right class. I guess something happened and she just couldn't let us know. But that was my first thought is, oh my god, I have the wrong class. Oh my god, I'm missing my exam because it would literally be going on right now. So that gave me a heart attack, and I'm trying to come down from that, but hope everybody's okay. But I'm glad I don't have that test today because Lord have mercy, was I not ready. I studied for hours last night. I've been studying for a month, and I still I hate biology. You'll learn that. So my major is animal behavior, which is essentially psych and bio, and I suck at the bio side. I'm almost done with all my psych classes. I got those in the bag. Biology is out of the bag. It's a plastic bag floating through the wind, Katy Perry. So, yeah, it's just not working for me. And I was going to take a nap, but instead, I'm trying to open my fucking notes. We're going to be talking about nostalgia. I hope you did not hear my wrist crack, because that was fucking gross. So, my smiley face tattoo, I need another tattoo. My friend and I were thinking about getting one, but I also want to get neck deep lyrics under it. It's just I want more, but I also don't have $100 to drop on words, so there's that. I'll just draw it on with fucking Sharpie. So we're gonna start out with DS games. Now I have a Switch now that I barely play. I play Animal Crossing, and then sometimes I'll play A Little to the Left, but it's just not giving what the DS gave, I guess because of its time. It was breathtaking. Now there's so many gaming consoles and shit that nobody. My favorite DS game was probably this shirt. Is stretched out so bad, but I love it. I love what it says. Keep going. What does the bottom say? I don't even know. Just to see what happens, because that's how I felt about this bio test. But again, don't have to take that. So the DS was an invention of its time. I was an only child, or I am an only child. What the fuck? We talked about that last episode. So, my cousins and stuff, they would have to share games, and I would always have my own games. And I had a big bag of them. I think it's in one of these bins that I'm looking at, but I don't feel like digging, so we're not gonna do that. I'm just gonna go off of games that I remember. So I'm gonna do 3 for each category. So I have DS games, TV shows, stuff like that. So, Style Savvy was my number 1 game. It came out in 2008. It is exactly what it sounds like. You would go to fashion shows and style people and sell clothes, buy clothes, make outfits for people. I loved fashion games growing up. There was a iPad game. I think it was also on the computer. It's called JoJo's Fashion Show. That shit was my shit. Exactly what it sounds like. You dress models. They walk. Yeah. But Style Savvy is my shit. And the interesting thing about that game is, you know how the DS opens hinges open? You played it this way. Backwards. Or sideways. That's not backwards. Yeah, I spent a lot of time and energy in that game. I really wish I knew where my I really think it's in that bin. I don't want to dig. But yeah, that was my shit. Nintendogs, for obvious reasons. I've always loved animals. Here I am going to school for animal behavior. So Nintendogs is very popular. It's exactly what it is. You can have up to 3 dogs in your house. You take care of them. You can take them to agility and shit. And I saw a TikTok the other day, and it was like me having to give my mom my DS to sell my dog because the sad music and the face they make when you try to sell them. My God, it's like an actual like shelter. Like their face. It's yeah. I couldn't do it. Speaking of forcing my parents to do things, there is a game called Pets Cats. Now, the Pets game franchise is also my shit. There's like Pets Dolphins, where you'd like, dolphins would do fucking shows and shit, and you'd take care of them. There's Pets Cats, hamsters. I think there was like a resort one. Like, I had a lot of them. Too many. So, in this game, to get more cats, you had to play fucking mini games. And there's this one mini game, it was like a piano. It's almost like piano tiles, but they're like circles, and you know that song that's da 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 da. It'd be cats going meow 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 meow. Yeah, and it was really fast, and I could never do it, but that song got you the most points. So I'd always make my mom do it, and now anytime I try to like sing that, she like cringes. She's like, "No, that reminds me when you used to force me to play that fucking game." Because I was like, when did that game come out? Let's see. Pets. Oops. Pets. Cats. And it was Pets with a Z. So it came out around 2007. Yeah, and I always wanted like a new cat, and in order to get them, you had to play a fuck ass game, and it used to piss me off. So my mom used to play it. I was like meow 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 meow. Yeah. It like gives me flashbacks. So those are the top 3 games I can think of. I also played Wheel of Fortune a lot. I like word games. I had Are You Smarter Than the 5th Grader? I had a vet game. I think that was also the Pets franchise. If you can't tell, I've always loved animals. So, movies. Now, I went through a lot of Disney. I was definitely a Disney girl. I really loved Nickelodeon though. But for movies, High School Musical 2 is my favorite. My favorite song of High School Musical was Get Your Head in the Game. And I don't remember, I think it was my birthday. I got the High School Musical 1 CD, and I would repeat Get Your Head in the Game for hours. To the point that my mom and my grandmother put me in, like, the porch and was like, stay out here if you're going to play that anymore. And I was like, hyperfixation. I should have known I had fucking whatever I have, ADHD. Halloween Town, also my shit. Remember, like, is that the 3rd one? They try to replace Marnie with that random bitch, and they're like, oh, it's a bunch of like 5-year-olds. They won't notice. I think I was older. I fucking noticed, and I refused to watch it because it was not the same girl. So, fuck off with your shit. Halloween Town High is my favorite, and also you scare the fuck out of me because I am petrified of anybody that has makeup on. Not like, don't take it like, oh my god, you're wearing foundation, you're scary. I mean like face makeup. If you have a mask on, if you're a fucking mascot, I don't like you. I used to wear sunglasses trick-or-treating. Like, literally talking about this stuff makes me realize how much of a fucking weirdo I am. So I used to wear sunglasses trick-or-treating so I couldn't see people's faces. That's a whole nother topic for another day. Scary. So that movie scared the fuck out of me, especially like the blue... Was he a goblin? Yeah. Scary. Now, doesn't scare me. The Grinch is my all-time favorite movie, and if you don't know that about me, you don't know me. Grinch is my life. I just bought a Grinch tree. I have Grinch shit everywhere. I can see a cup over there. I can see an ornament. There's 2 plushies, 3 plushies. Yeah. So I would watch that every night before I went to bed. I'd watch the cartoon one, and then the Jim Carrey one came out, and that has been my shit. Anyway, The Grinch is my favorite movie. I used to watch it every day. I'd force my dad to watch it. My mom refused to watch it with me, and still to this day refuses to watch it with me because I have to quote the whole thing. Same with The Cat in the Hat. I really like Dr. Seuss. Yeah, but The Grinch has been in my life since I was like 2, so. I was also obsessed with Finding Nemo. That's like probably my favorite Disney movie. It's just so good. Like, and it's funny, I was watching it the other day, and the fucking like animation was actually pretty good for its time, but like comparing it to like movies now, it's bad. It's really bad. TV shows. Now I'm going to say this, and I'm just gonna say Drake and Josh. My mom and I used to watch all the time, and I know He Who Shall Not Be Named is troubling, but that show was fucking hilarious. And the one episode I can really remember is when they dressed up as like, I don't know, they had like beards and shit, and they were like speaking another language while like Megan was on a date, and that's like one of my favorite episodes. I've also been watching The Sweet Life of Zach and Cody. I watched the Ghost episode last night. That one's fucking hilarious. And then was it like November 3rd? Was the day they were supposed to have their dinner reservation, because the lady was like, okay, the Tipton fucking restaurant's full. Okay, and they're like, okay, what the fuck? When's your next reservation? And they're like, oh, November something 2023, and that just happened. So that just makes me feel fucking old. And they were like, oh my god, that's 12 years from now. I'm just like, ugh. Hannah Montana, Wizards of Waverly Place. I just watched that recently. That's So Raven. Music. 2000s music has my heart. Now, my favorite band is a punk band. Okay. But I listen to 2000s music probably more than I listen to my punk music. But recently, I have been listening to something else, but we're not going to talk about that right now. So, The Way I Are is by Timbaland, and we're going to... Nose goes. Okay, I'm going to look it up. Okay, so that came out in 2007. Interesting. But yeah, he had a fucking chokehold on my fucking childhood because, jeez. There's a dance. Okay, here with my hyperfixation. When I was younger, I'm in dance now, but I'm in college. But when I was younger, there was always there was a dance in the dance recital, because we had like CDs or DVDs of the recitals. Like a tap dance to The Way I Are, and like that's what it reminds me of. Weird associations. It's just weird how like music, you can associate it with so many fucking random things, and I do that shit all the time. That's why there's so many songs I can't listen to, because it reminds me of like trauma. Yeah by Usher reminds me of my dad, because my dad and I always listen to music together. So my mom hates that fucking song, but yeah. Okay, let's look up top 2000. I can make a whole video of just music. Top 2. That's not a 2. That's a fucking W. Gold Digger. Magic by B.O.B. 2 is probably one of my favorite songs ever. I remember my grandmother had a computer before I had a computer. So when I would go to her house, I would go upstairs and I'd get on this clunky fucking PC. And I would play YouTube Vivo of Magic by B.O.B. And I wrote the lyrics over. I'm literally describing how I'm probably autistic. That's just awesome. I need to make a list. I would rewrite the lyrics over and over and over so I remember them. And then I tried to print them out, and I kept hitting the print button. But you know, printers don't be fucking working. And I ended up printing the lyrics like 40 times, but that's a story for the end of the day. Hot in here. Oh my god, my mom and I used to play that in the fucking car. I didn't know what it meant at the time. I just thought it was hot, you know? Poker Face reminds me of the Percy Jackson movie. Yeah. I saw that on my friend's birthday, and I'm like, oh my god, it's a good song. Get Low, To the Window, To the Wall. Back to My Bed, I Crawl. Anyway. I think I had a pink Hello Kitty TV. I'm gonna have to, like, confirm that with my mom. I'm pretty sure I had that. I also had a blow-up, like, chair that I would sit in to watch TV. Webkins. Oh my god. I was an idiot kid and didn't understand technology, and neither did my family. So I didn't understand that when you made a Webkins account, you could add pets to it, and I would just, every time I get new Webkins, I'd make a new account. And then I could never get into it. So, but I kind of want to, like, they still have their website. Also, Just Dance. Fucking amazing. There's a girl on TikTok I follow that she got to be in a Just Dance. And I didn't realize my whole life I was scared of because they're creepy. Like, you could see their face, but, like, you couldn't. And it used to creep me the fuck out. until my mom was like, it's just CGI, and it fucking scared me. And then I saw her getting painted white, and I was like, what the fuck? So, like, it's not CGI, they paint them. Which creeps me out even more, because some of those characters were fucking scary. If you guys enjoyed my nostalgia, I would love to make another video, because there's so many things. Do you guys remember Smensels? Was it Smensels? They were like smelly pencils, and you would have to like raise money to get them. Elementary school was a fucking cult. Anyway, yeah, I will see you guys in the next one, and hopefully I am on meds because I'm shaken right now. See you in the next one.